Hi everyone, so it's another vlog episode of Marvin Says, and for today's episode, it's going to be my first impression and at the same time a comparison about my outgoing daily uh, mobile phone, which is the iPhone 8, okay, uh, to the replacement, which is the iPhone 11. Okay, so yesterday I purchased the iPhone 11, okay, from Beyond the Box, and I was basically contemplating on getting the iPhone 11 Pro or the Pro Max. Actually, I didn't want the top of the line, which is the Pro Max, or even the iPhone 11 Pro, but my wife was into the top of the line, and I told her I basically don't need the extra features of the iPhone 11 Pro Max or the iPhone 11 Pro. I just need an upgrade about the camera and the the chip or the speed. So after having dinner outside and upon thinking it over, I decided, upon weighing things, price, which is basically the factor, I decided to get the 256 variant of the iPhone 11. That is basically the expensive iPhone 11 in terms of storage. Okay, for the iPhone 11, entry lines, you have the 64 storage, and then you have the 128 gigabytes, and then you have the 256 gigabytes of storage. So I decided to get the 256 gigabytes storage, and I selected the black color. So just to show you the box, as you all know, there's nothing new with the box of Apple. This is the box itself. I got this for 57,990 pesos. That's again the 256 gigabytes variant. This is the unit itself. Okay, this is the black hue. There is no space gray for the 2019 iPhone 11. Okay, my outgoing phone, which is the iPhone 8. Again, this is a first impression slash comparison. This was bought 2 years ago. I bought this again from Beyond the Box. So nothing new. This is the white hue. Okay, so this is the box, and I've been using this for the last 2 years. Okay, right, so this is my daily for the last 2 years, the iPhone 8. Okay, and the variant of the iPhone 8 is 64 gigabytes. Okay, all right, so let's do the comparison. But before the comparison, I'll just tell you what you get from every iPhones that you buy. Okay, you get the literature, which includes the the manuals, and then the sticker, and then you get the SIM ejector. Okay, you also get the earbuds, and you get the charger. Okay, that's what you get from the out of the box, aside from the unit itself. Okay, so let's do a comparison. Okay, so if you're basically upgrading from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 11, okay, you'll see a big difference. Okay, first would be the screen size. Okay, this one, the screen size of the iPhone 8 is 4.7 inches. Okay, the iPhone 11 is 6.1 inches. So malaki siya. It's a basically big, upgrade in terms of screen size. Now, for the build quality, it's just the same. You get a glass back. iPhone 8 is a glass back. iPhone 11 is also glass back. The side is an aluminum. For the iPhone 8, it's an aluminum, side. It's also the same with the iPhone 8. I'm sorry, it's an aluminum side. It's just the same with the iPhone 11. Okay, this is an aluminum. Okay, now for the iPhone 8, there are no headphone jack. Okay, similar to iPhone 11, there is no headphone jack. It's just the lightning port. Okay, that's what you also have for the iPhone 8. Okay, so for the camera, obviously, for the iPhone 8, you get a rear camera, just a single rear camera of 12 megapixels rear camera. Okay, and here's what you're paying for the iPhone 11. You get a double 12 megapixel camera. Okay, one 12 megapixel on top. You might be asking, what's the other camera lens? That's the other 12 megapixel, and that's the ultra wide lens. Okay, for the iPhone 11 Pro and then iPhone 11 Pro Max, there's one more camera lens here. That's the third camera lens. That's the telephoto lens. Okay, in which the iPhone 11 doesn't have. Okay, for the front facing camera, I think it's not sure, but it captures, it's I think 12 megapixels or 7 megapixels at shoots at, for the iPhone 11. Okay, it shoots at 4K at 60p. Okay, And for the iPhone 8, okay, it's 7 megapixels for the front facing, but I think it's just 1080, shoots at 1080p, okay, not 4K, or it tries to capture 4K nonetheless. Okay. Now again, this one, for the screen of the iPhone 8, obviously it doesn't occupy the whole screen. Again, it has the home button here, this one, okay. And for the iPhone 8, it has the touch ID, okay. For the iPhone 11, gun is the home button, wala na siya. And you have the large notch, this is the notch here, okay. And there's no touch ID, but what you have is the face ID. To me, face ID is better than the touch ID. Why? Because it's faster, mas mabilis siya, okay. And at the same time, what face ID means is that you just, tapat mo lang yung mukha mo sa screen ng iPhone 11, and then after you face you actually look into the screen of your iPhone, you just swipe up and then it will automatically unlock. For the iPhone 8, since it's a touch ID, you obviously have a fingerprint scan, okay. But in terms of speed, iPhone 11 is way faster than iPhone 8. Why? I guess in terms of the chip that they're using. iPhone 8 has the A11 or A11 Bionic chip, but the iPhone 11 has the A13 Bionic chip, okay. Now for the RAM, iPhone 8 is only 2 gigabytes RAM, and the iPhone 11 is or has 4 gigabytes of RAM, okay. Now for the water resistance, okay, the iPhone 11 is IP68, which means it is water resistant, okay, 30 meters, and it can actually stay underwater for 2 minutes, okay. For the iPhone 8, it's IP67, okay. It can be submerged under 30 meters submerged underwater, but under just 1 minute, okay. That's IP67 for the iPhone 8. iPhone 11 is IP68, so lamang siya ng 1 minute, since it can be submerged for 2 minutes in a depth of 30 meters. Alright, so in terms of browsing and responsiveness, mas mabilis ang iPhone 11, okay. Actually, it's basically a nice upgrade from the iPhone 8, okay. What else can I say about the iPhone 11? The ultra wide lens, I've been toying around this phone for the rest of the day, and all I can say is that this phone is fast. Okay, from browsing, from opening any apps, from unlocking, uh, it's fast. So the price that you pay for this phone is, you know what do you call, the price that I paid for the phone is parallel to the quality of how this phone was made for the user. Okay, so aside from the platform, which is iOS, I like the platform of Apple or the iOS compared to Android, because again, with iOS or Apple, when they do upgrades, it's across the board. Meaning to say, when they release an upgrade of their operating system, let's say for example, for next year, it's going to be iOS 14. They will roll out iOS 14, okay, across the board in just one specific date. Let's say for example September 11. For Android users, it's by schedule. For what I mean is that for Asia, and you're an Android user, okay, for Asia, they will schedule it for Android operating system upgrade for the month of November, and if you're in Europe, October, something like that. So it's not across the board, but it's by schedule. But with Apple or iOS, it's across the board. It's simultaneous, right? So that's one thing I like with Apple or iOS. Aside from that, the support that you get from Apple is more or less 4 to 5 years. So iPhone 11, the support that I'll be getting in terms of operating OS upgrades would be 4 to 5 years. Meaning to say, today's 2020. So I'll be getting OS upgrades until 2024, or the maximum would be 2025. So if I will to upgrade, and I will save money, the next year that I'll be upgrading would be 2024, because I will still be getting OS upgrades until 2025. It just so happened that after 2 years I upgraded to iPhone 11 from using iPhone 8. It was just basically an accidental upgrade. Okay, so this is just my first impression of the iPhone 11. The sweet spot, okay, of this phone is the 128 gigabyte variant. Okay, I guess it's priced at uh, 51,000 or 49,000 pesos. Okay, 64 gigabytes, makukulangan kayo. Okay, 128 will just be enough for you guys. Ako, 256, I'm thinking ahead kasi right now, dumadami yung mga videos that I am storing into my phone. So, 128, baka makulangan ako sa storage space. That's the reason why, I got the 256 variant of the iPhone 11. That's the expensive, entry-level iPhone 11 and entry-level variant. Okay, because when you go to the mid-range, which is the iPhone 11 Pro, the next storage space is the 256. Okay, they have 64, 256, and then the third is 528, I guess. But if you're getting the 256 of the iPhone 11 Pro, that will cost you 78,000 pesos. And if you are to get the top of the line, which is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, is priced at around 91,000 pesos. Okay, which to me, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max, right, it's already, a huge, spending, and it's already not practical. There's basically no advantage. Their advantage is just the battery and then the screen. Okay, the screen of those two iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max is OLED, and the milliamperes of their batteries. Okay, at the same time, the third camera, which is the telephoto lenses, right? But the telephoto lenses, you don't need that lens. You just need an ultra wide lens. But if you are into clarity, if you are into OLED screens, then you get the iPhone 11 Pro or the 11 Pro Max. But this is not a review of a first impression of the 11 Pro or the 11 Pro Max. This is my first impression of the iPhone 11 Pro, which I got for myself, and the way I used it today, I'm so satisfied. It performs way better than the iPhone 8. With the iPhone 8, I'm satisfied as well, but playing and toying around with the iPhone 11, it's fast, it's snappy. The way how Face ID works is it's so snappy and fast compared to Touch ID. I'm so satisfied with the technology infused with the iPhone 11. At the same time, the ultra wide lens. Alright, so one last, in terms of the pixel density, iPhone 11 and then the iPhone 8 share the same pixel density. It's 326 ppi. Okay, so pareho lang sila, right? But sa tingin ko, mas masarap tignan tong iPhone 11. Well, siguro dahil bago at mas mabilis siya di hamak sa iPhone 8. Alright, so this ends the vlog episode. To my supporters and subscribers, thank you for staying with me. To those who are new, and to those who like this video, please share, like, and subscribe to Marvin Says. Till next time, guys.